Book of Revelation contains, last week we already studied that the outline of Revelation consists of only 3 parts. Number 1 is 777, 777, and the second part is last day events. And second part, the last one is the second coming of Christ. So today we are going to go over the part number 1, that is 7 churches. What does it mean? And I believe that these 7 churches contains many good advice for us. I feel sorry this morning for Sister Diori, her toe was hurt by the falling table. I wish somebody could write some warning on that table, that the leg of the table and the top table are separated, so nobody will not move it. Yeah. Oh, thank you. So I hope that Diori will get well soon. So brothers, sisters, I will take only like 30 minutes, and then we will have 30 minutes for discussion. So don't be shy. Prepare your discussion, your comments, and your thought. Let's study this, the Revelation 7 churches. You know, the 7 churches is really exist. It is in today's place called Turkey. But we understand from the lesson last week that the book of Revelation consists of symbols. So this book of Revelation, we are going to study what is the meaning behind these 7 churches. Okay, let's read our main text together. Revelation 2 verse 1. Shall we read together? 1, 2, 3. Unto the angel of the church of Ephesus write, these things saith he that holdeth the 7 stars in his right hand, who walk in the midst of 7 golden candlesticks. So our study will be from Revelation 2 and Revelation 3. And this main text tells us that there are 2 pictures of Jesus. Pictures number 1, Jesus is walking among 7 candlesticks. And we have the second picture. Second picture is Jesus is holding 7 stars in his hand. What does it mean? These 2 pictures give us 2 insight that there are 2 applications from the 7 churches. Application number 1, I'm going to call it historic application. And what is I mean by historic application? If you open in the Revelation 1:11, you will notice Jesus saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. What you see, write in the book and send to 7 churches. In simple terms, I would like to say that Jesus wants to tell us that I am the beginning and the end. What you see, send to 7. So 7 have something to do with the 7 period from the beginning until the end. This is called the historic application. But we have second picture, second application. I would like to call it personal application. It is for me, it is for you. Let's take a look at Revelation 2 verse 1. Unto the angel of the church of Ephesus write. Who is the angel of the church? The word angel could have 2 meanings. It could be angel in the heavenly being, It could means from the original language, Greek language, the original word is angelo. And angelo means messenger. So this messenger could be heavenly being or human messenger. I would like to prove to you that in Matthew 11, verse 10, John the Baptist is called angelo in the original language. So I hope you got it. So if you read about the angel in the book of Revelation, it might have two meanings. Okay? So who is the angel of the church? It is the messenger. It is the one who tells the gospel to the world. It is you. It is me. It is the member of the church. So I would like to call this the second application of the 7 churches. It is for personal application. So here's the summary. 7 churches have 2 meanings. Meaning number 1 is historic meaning. We are going to study to cover this 7 period of the church history. And the second application is personal application. It consists of 7 stages of our spiritual being. Let's begin with studying this historic application. In the book of Ephesus, in the Revelation 2, began with write to the angel of the Ephesus, and let's see in the verse 2, Revelation 2, verse 2. I know thy work, thy labor, and thy patience, and how thou cannot bear them which are evil. And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not, and hast found them liars. And in the verse 4, please notice, nevertheless I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. And now, my brothers and sisters, this is the way how I am going to find out the meaning of 7 churches. We are going to discover, we are going to find out what are the key words, the signs that give us the clue what is the period is it. Okay, let's take a look. We have a limited time, so we are not cover every keywords here. I would like to pick up certain words which is very key, a clue for us to understand which period it is. Let's choose some keywords. You notice in the verses the keyword apostles. And there are also false apostles. And they have a first love. But at the same time, they also left their first love. So from this keyword, we can conclude from the history, which part in the early history in the churches, in the church history, that they still can see the apostles of Jesus Christ. For sure, it is the early church, or we can call it the apostolic church. And this church covered the year 31 to around 100. Is about the time the book of Revelation written by John. 31 is the year Jesus ascended to heaven. So Ephesus, I believe, for historic application, it is the apostolic church. It is the early church. It is where the apostles still alive. And let's continue to the second church called Smyrna. Right to the angel of Smyrna. Revelation 2, verse 10. I want to pick I just want to pick one verse. Fear none of these things which thou suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Do you see, do you notice some keyword here? Okay, I would like to underline only two keywords. Number one is tribulations and 10 days. What does it mean? You might notice when we are studying Daniel, the book of Daniel, we understand that in prophecy, one day equals 1 year. So, 10 days must be 10 years. And if you open the book of history, 10 Christian church experienced the fiercest persecution during the Roman Caesar named Diocletian. And these 10 years, the fiercest persecution is from the year 303 to 313. And by the way, brothers and sisters, Christianity, since the beginning, always experienced persecution. Yesterday, I found in the internet that from the year 98 until the year 300, Roman have 13 Caesars. And all these 13 Caesars persecuted the Christian church. But miraculously, the blood of Christian is like a seed for another soul. So they could not stop the Christianity by persecution. The more they persecute, the more growth of the Christianity. This is the period of Smyrna. And from the history, we understand, we know that this period is from year 100 to 300 AD. And we call, in other words, Smyrna can be called the persecuted church. And if you have time, please visit the city of Rome. You will see this building until today, the Colosseum of Rome. This is the very proof, evidence that Christianity ever persecuted in this place. Some of them are fed to the animal. And that's recorded in the history. So Smyrna is the persecuted church. Okay. Now let's continue to the third church that is called Pergamus or Pergamos.